Okay. We are live. Hello, my battalion of viewers. I'm the Knight of Arcane. And, yeah, it's a very, and it's a pretty late art stream. Not art stream, but MonsterCon stream. But just need a little something to relax and stuff. Hello, Ben. The current plan... The current plan is tomorrow is going to be finishing pretty much the last 4 art fights I'm going to do, which includes you, Mr. Sabobada, and 2 other people that did an attack on Ibuki and an attack on Marianne. Sorry, just... This... For some reason, okay, now it's working. For some reason, it did. Your first message isn't showing up on the chat, in like the chat box on OBS, but okay, it showed up. So I'm just making sure that works. The only thing though is, I'm just being a little like tired and stuff because of life and other stuff. I am going to probably just be doing headshots, partially so I can also get all 4 done. But yeah, it was an interesting piece, and I don't have anyone with me tonight on stream. Partially because last minuteness, but also just, other stuff. However, partially because, like I mentioned is mentioned in the little description, I am a little bit so I can still see it. Yeah, I am. It's technically a solo run, but more so in the I'm just going to be playing by myself. I will have for this. I'm just going to have 2. Yeah, I mean, especially for, we're, not even including DMZ, who I've never even, the thing is also, pretty much the only people I've gotten to play Monster Prom with has been, Kyle and Nate. The fact that both of them, are, of course, on the East Coast, meaning it's, 8 o'clock, it's, a little later in the day. Plus, unlike me, Nate has a job. I don't know about what Kyle's doing, but Kyle has other stuff he also does. And so yeah. Sometime might try a long game by myself with 2 players on a stream, just not tonight. I'll just do a regular. I'm gonna go retro tonight. It does mean that my throat's gonna suck. Good thing I recorded stuff for a video earlier today, so I don't have to worry about recording for a while. Ah, Spooky Con. For some it was just a nerdy convention, but for us, it was 4 days to celebrate our many passions and obsessions fiercely, unapologetically. And we weren't alone. Regardless of what you loved, you could always find people who'd make you feel seen and understood. Anywhere else, we might have been seen as weirdos and misfits. Hi, Kyle. But here we could finally feel like no matter who we were, we belonged. Hi, Kyle, and also thank you about the Shark Girls. I like how they came out. Probably in the future might either for a better prepared Shark Week in 2026 or just later at some point. They might do more sharks. Also came up with another fun idea involving sharks that will definitely be at a later date. I do assume though that you're either busy or because it's very late, Kyle, that you aren't able to like hop in. But if you are, just let me know. We have 2 players set up, so I can, set you up as the second player. At some point, for sure, Sadie. I don't know, which doesn't also give me Mothman, so not so sure about these ones just yet. I think I know they show up in Road Trip, so I need to play Road Trip to, Actually, no. I mean, I've already got in pretty much everything with... I mean, pretty much the only one for Vicky is... Pretty much the only thing with Vicky, which is pretty much everyone excluding Valerie, needs to do the furry ending again, but... Right now, we are not worrying about it. The plan is to, do two of the characters we haven't already done. Well, romanced. Nico and Doug. Gotcha. Just, still making the offer. Besides the thing that you want to try to do sometime in the next week or so, I do want to, invite you and Boss Level, anyone else to either some more con or going back to prom or camp. But yeah, right now, we'll just start with this.
I've got my cosplay ready.
Oh yeah, I could have also... I think I'll go with Havaravi. I have an idea. We're Kailavi. Yeah. Kailavi.
Here to slay.
But as dreamy as SpookyCon was, it also came with its own set of pressures, some of which we already knew so well. And at the end of those 4 days, the after party loomed over our heads, posing that one evergreen question. Hello, Mr. Sepulveda. I'm good, just something happened earlier today that just needs to try to relax, too. Was originally going to try a different game out, but we will try that tomorrow. Tomorrow night, I'm saying. Because we still have the last 4 headshot attacks on stream tomorrow after lunch. Would we get a date for that night? As uncertainty plagued our hearts, we couldn't help but think of the 6 hottest nerds at the con. I wouldn't say ship name, but I mean, I guess technically that's how a lot of ship names are fusions of names. I was just fusing your name with Aravi. I was just fusing it for fun.
Cool.
Zoe, question mark, an eldritch marketable plushie. That I actually might want, that I kind of want to buy. Because, like, I know I don't have any income, but I want the Zoe plushie. I have the wand plushie. I'm not sure about the Alphabet OC challenge anymore. We might. I'll try to probably figure something out for it. But it wasn't really doing well view-wise, so I'll probably find some other challenges to do. An eldritch marketable plushie who went from endless deity and harbinger of destruction to offer the renowned fanfic Liam Prom. I forgot how many plushies Beautiful Glitch has done. I know they've done they're currently doing Zoe. They did Juan, which I think they got. And they did Autumn, the moth person from Monster Road Trip. Well, Kyle, I don't know if you follow Starfish's Tumblr, but on the horizon soon, they're going to make in fuck, I forgot her name. Ariana? The girl. The plushie of the girl.
That's an awful idea.
So there's at least that. Liam de Lioncourt, 4XX. A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was truly a lovable dork.
Hooray!
Excuse me. Doug Campbell, 24. A kind-hearted slime that was incredibly broke from supporting all the fandoms he loved.
Count your days, fuckers.
Omen, 25? An evil overlord who was recently freed from imprisonment in exchange for giving up her passion for stabbing people. If they made a plushie of her, I would probably buy it.
I have the perfect cosplay for that.
Nico Sharp, 22, an over-the-top mimic who preferred cosplay over shapeshifting, even if they weren't the best at getting into character.
Anyway.
And April 1st, 24, a clown idol who also would definitely buy a plushie of, who was contractually obligated to bottle up all her non-camera ready emotions inside cute mascots. It had to be one of them. But who? We had 4 days to gather some courage and shoot our shots. What was the worst that could happen? Being rejected and alone the rest of our lives? Ha! We'd had our fair share of love and rejection. This surely wasn't our first rodeo. And as we had grown to know ourselves better, we realized we felt more confident. Okay. Things you like: anime eyes, balloon-based sculptures, dad joke t-shirts, shiny dice, retro games, incredibly nuanced villains, main character syndrome, role-playing in bed, MC with axes for hands. I assume that's just main character. The villain wins at the end, only one bed, weird reality shows. I think what we're going to like I said, I think I'm going to try Vicky with Doug. This is, again, for completionist stuff. And then Arabi with Nico because of their D&D inspirations. Yeah. Yeah, I'd buy him for most of the characters. Only one bed. Retro games and shiny dice. And Kyavi, I'm gonna have main character syndrome, role playing in bed, and I should have done shiny dice for that. Oh well, I mean I can also do shiny dice. Stuff for stats. Favorite fighting game character archetypes. Based off design stuff, I'm gonna go with the scissor person, knockoff Sakura, and this person, and then Kalabi, this, grappler, and this. We weren't new to all this, so this time we challenged ourselves with a goal other than finding love. With the support of Zoe and Liam, we had decided to take on a project we had been putting off for too long, and we fucking know game!
Draw your weapon.
Making our own comic.
Get it?
We had so many ideas, and yet we always found excuses not to work on them. Starting in August, we are going to be doing streams where we at least start making characters for our many ideas. Assuming my job search is still the same as it's been the last 7 months. I'm gonna try starting August to do more streams. And so we can get some characters done. But the con was the perfect setting to find inspiration and go for it. Oh yeah, they added new stuff for free, if I remember correctly. I don't know, let's go with this one. I think this is a new one. The fear of failure had stopped us for too long, but then we reminded ourselves of the one thing that always kept us going. That we were young and unafraid, and we had a bomb. Wait, what?
Let's stick to the schedule.
What? Let's get some smarts. Noir. No, Noir isn't new. Plus, we've already got. Tricks to break the ice at cons. Submit a full panel to people. Submit a full panel to people actively ask you questions during the Q&A. You sit down to watch a panel on how to break the ice and make friends at cons. The panelist admits they have no idea. They hoped hosting panel would force them into being more social. What an honest fella. During the Q&A, a group asked the panelists if they want to join them for some dinner and drinks. It did work. You gain 2 smarts for learning this cool trick to break ice. Next year, you may host a panel yourself. I don't remember which stream it was that we got the Noir comic. We did get it. It involves Mothman being a noir detective and also has Hex as a bartender. Hooray! Autograph Day! You, Zoe, Doug, and Nico are in line to meet Emily Slate, star of the hit sci-fi TV show The Woman DeLorean. Oh, yeah. Mandalorian just putting a woman at the front because, you know.
Not complaining, but
Zoe, not to sound like I'm complaining, 'cause I'm not, but we've been in line for a long time. Why do you keep letting people go ahead of us? To be last in line? I need to figure out, I'll probably just go with Kyle. Zoe's now just always going to be a Southern Belle, I guess, to us. Unless I'm with someone else that doesn't know the joke. And voices Zoe. To be the last in line, of course. Having no one behind us means we can be a bit greedy and spend extra time with Emily Slate. Not the best idea to do, for a multitude of reasons.
oh, genius!
Genius! Every precious second spent with a celebrity is the greatest second of my life. Right? But we gotta be strategic. It's still a short time to make a good impression on a famous person. We can't fuck this up. I'm gonna show her a fan comic I drew of Emily Slate's character dating my superhero OC who shoots lasers from his nipples. I don't know if that's the best idea, Doug. I think it can work with some people. If this was, I mean, maybe if this was Brandon Rogers, it would work. I don't think it would work with this Emily Slate. It's not just on con, but yeah. Do you just keep that on you at all times? Yeah, why not? It's a great conversation starter. True, it's got a great conversation going between us already. I know. I'll meet Emily Slate, dressed as Jade the Ronin. That's kinda off topic. Emily Slate's never been in a show with a Ronin character. I know, but I really like the way my collarbones look in this outfit. Hopefully Shay will too.
Zoe likey.
Fair. If there's one thing I've learned since I've become a mortal, it's that everyone loves a studly set of collarbones. I mean, in a way, I mean, think about a lot of the people and stuff I draw tend to have collarbones. I might just keep my water in my hand, because I'm probably going to need it a lot. Be that as it may, you doubt it's the best way to make a good impression on this celebrity. Come up with a plan of your own. Look her in the eye and say menacingly, I know what you did. Chances are she did something and now she'll believe you know about it. Throw the celeb off by Sorry, just one moment. Damn it. I'm not getting that. It's behind this thing. I saw there's a spider on my wall. Fuck. Unfortunately, it just went behind part of my bed. Well, part of my my loft bed desk. So I can't see it now. And can't kill it. So sucks. Throw the celebrity off by signing an autograph to her. That's probably bold, but I kind of want to see what happens with this one. After a few hours, which is like fucking ridiculous, come on Zoe! You're finally the last to meet the celebrity that you're seriously banking on having a dark secret. This is a risky play, but you're gonna own it. You lean in inches from her face and whisper in your most ominous, menacing tone. I know what you did. Wait, you mean you know about... Yes, I know everything. And don't test me, 'cause I've got a reporter on tap and can break the news with a single phone call. Please, no. You can't tell anyone. What do you want? Money? Connections? I want you to sign our prints with the most heartfelt signature ever, and you will keep sending autographs to this address every month from now on. Ah, I see. Racketeering, I guess. Minutes later. Wow, what a beautiful autograph. She even wrote, nice collarbone stud on mine. Do you think she's into me? Maybe, or maybe not, just made such a great impression that she was willing to go the extra mile. Yeah, Knight, that was epic. You had Emily totally sweating. I wish I was as charismatic as you. I know I shouldn't worry about it because I'm still going. God, I'm just worrying about the fucking spider. I'm not going to be able to find it. I know that, unfortunately. I just have to hope it leaves on its own. Charismatic or psychopathic. Meh, either way, you got what you came here for. You gain +2 boldness for getting memorable autographs, but lose 2 charm. Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense for the other one being charm.
Let's speedrun this shit.
I mean, I'm remembering how this goes when you only have 2 people, so it doesn't matter. I probably can go to it later. Let's go get some charm. You buy a cool t-shirt, which features the entire JoJo family tree. Needless to say, it's several sizes too big for you. But the JoJo family tree isn't that big. It goes... I guess George? I don't know, it goes Jonathan's dad, down to Jonathan, down to, I think, George, or at the very least, he's, you know, Joseph's dad, then Joseph, okay, back to, and then splits off into Josuke and Jotaro, well, splits off to Josuke and Holly, which Holly goes down to Jotaro, and Jotaro goes down to Jolene. You technically go back to the Jonathan one. You can technically also put Dio down because of being adoptive brothers, and then both of them together, or we get we get Giorno, and that's about it. It's not that complicated. I don't know how the part 7, 8, 9 family trees work, so, but besides the fact that you alternate universes. You go back to the stand to return it, but the vendor doesn't take refunds. Unacceptable! What he can give you is a free JoJo pose. You take it, it forces the limits of your flexibility, but you gain +2 charm from striking such a pose. You're checking out the merch stalls with Zoe, April, and Nico when Zoe spies a retro game booth. OMG! I love retro games. Do you have any Garfield titles? I don't know if there's that many Garfield titles anyway. Also, hello there, Leo Ruff. I sure do. I got Garfield teaches typing. Garfield teaches microbiology. Garfield coaches you through your parents' divorce. What the? Wow, that's some interesting ones. Plus, there's already been a Highway to Hell. There's already a canon Highway to Hell, so if I did turn Hazard Hotel characters into JoJo stands, and they have to be different titles. Plus, just doing Highway to Hell is just doesn't work, I think, for any of the characters as their stand title or anything. Don't buy anything from that loser. I've got retro games with cats too. Cats like Garfield? Yeah, sure. Quit sniping my customers. You do this every time we accidentally book boobs across from each other. Sounds like there's some serious backstory here. Are you two business rivals? That puts it lightly. I hate that guy. He burnt my last stand at ConCon to the ground. Only because you spread that rumor that my games give people STDs. That's a weird stretch to claim.
Oh.
Jeez, isn't that kinda overdramatic? No, it was true. I fucked his game once and it gave me syphilis. You don't stick that in the port. What the hell? Oh.
Yikes.
You mean I was about to buy a pre-fucked game? Gross. Big yikes. Should we leave? I kinda wanna leave. We can't leave. We have to help these two settle their differences. Why?
Justice will prevail.
Because we're heroes, and meddling in strangers' business is our job. Kailavi, what do you suggest? Offer them $50,000 to win first prize at a couple's dance competition. They'll probably lose, but they'll gain a deep understanding of one another. Surely they'll join forces to fight a common enemy, a wild wolf driving a monster truck straight into their stands. I'm gonna go with the top one because it sounds creative. I don't really know what stats I need for technically anyone, but I feel like probably some creativity won't hurt with Nico. Okay, you've piqued my interest. $50,000 would be pretty sweet. Let's do it. You were all about to shake on it, but then two furious people storm over to you. Kailavi, how dare you! Did she offer you $50,000 to compete in a couple's dance contest? Don't believe her lies.
How droll.
Well, this sounds juicy. Please tell us about whatever horrible thing my friend did to you. The two of us are active users on r/power scaling. A week ago, we argued over who would win in a race, Superman or Lightning McQueen. It's Superman, very obviously. Lightning McQueen can go as fast as a fucking car. Superman literally can, traverse worlds in, seconds. It got pretty heated. A bomb threat was made. But then Kailavi offered to give us $50K if we won a couple's dance contest. And we won. We even did a training montage. But we're still waiting for our money. Oh, did you two at least set aside your differences? Well, yes, I suppose. We're dating now.
This is a fanfic come true.
Yes! Enemies to lovers win again. But that's beside the point. I want my fucking money. So you're trying to scam us, eh, Kailavi? No one scams me and my rival and gets away with it. Get her. The four of them join forces to beat you up. At least your friends can't deny that you managed to help strangers set aside their differences. At least your friends can't deny that you managed to help strangers set aside their differences aside twice now. I think that sentence is not really good, but oh well. You gain 2 creativity and lose 2 boldness.
A new day, a new adventure.
Yeah. I think we should probably get some fun for that, so... some more boldness probably won't hurt. You're roaming around the lobby, and you find someone with your exact same cosplay. Unacceptable! You decide to solve the conflict the traditional way, a knife fight to the death. The other cosplayer doesn't carry a knife, so he gets automatically disqualified. You win the right to cosplay. You gain 2 boldness for always carrying a knife for no reason at all, and because I'm kinda scared of you. You're walking around the lobby, taking in the sights when a middle-aged stranger with a brochure approaches you. Excuse me, youngsters. I'm looking for a conference titled, "Is a sofa a type of chair?" Could you point me towards it?
Hey there!
Of course! It's right behind that door. Oh, good thing I found you. I was starting to think I would made a mistake and this wasn't the annual ChairCon. I mean, technically a lot of people don't, but, you know. Realistically, you probably shouldn't have the need to, but... Well... No, this is definitely ChairCon. That's such a relief. My boss could have fired me for missing the most important chair-related event of the year. The chair business can be tough. You bet. As if that weren't enough, my wife just asked for a divorce. I'm trying to get over this rough patch by being a better chair professional. Anyway, here I am blabbering when the conference is about to start. See you around, fellow chair enthusiasts. Doing my best sauerkraut impression.
Bye.
Bye. Good luck with the divorce thing. Guys? What the heck did you just do? I know. I think my improv started well, but I sort of lost the plot. That's not what I'm talking about. You lied to that poor fella. Yeah, but it was just a little white lie, you know? To lift his spirits. Oh, that's what happened? I thought you were fucking with him and I decided to join in. Fair. Well, it's too late to undo the damage now. When that man finds out, it's going to be our fault. So I won't be able to sleep at night. What if we get you some ice cream? Would that be better? And some melatonin. That should help you sleep at night also. I mean, yeah. But, you know, metaphorically. No. Okay, what if we spin an elaborate lie so he never finds out that he's at the wrong con? Would that make you happy?
We have to help.
That'd be much better, yes. Deal. Let's undo the damage of our lies with more lies. Any ideas, Knight? Like, it would go into their body, get dissolved, and become nutrients. That's, you know, kind of like how slimes generally eat anything. Like adventurers. People around here love cosplay. Convince everyone to help you so this con cosplays as a chair con. You've heard there's a gathering of fans of face sitting. Take this poor guy there and convince him that's the future of chairs. Okay. Interesting choices. I assume this is creativity, and this is something around probably bold or funness. Fuck it, we ball. You find the chair enthusiast and take him to the con's face sitter gathering, where people share their love of face sitting. And by that I mean they sit on each other's faces.
Kinky.
Technically true, Zoe. Technically true. I swear, this con gets better by the minute. The technically true was for the actual voice line, not the... Yeah. So what do you think, sir? Look at how comfortable these people are. Man, this is a very weird con that has, like, some very PG... Actually, I don't even think this is considered PG-13 anymore. Elements. I've never seen this before, but you're right. Their expressions betray the deepest pleasure. Could this be the innovation I was looking for? Come on, you should try it yourself. The chair enthusiast timidly approaches a congoer, whose face is intermittently covered by another congoer's ass. Excuse me, do you mind if I sit on your face? I've never done it before. Oh, a face-sitting virgin. Don't clip this. Sit on me, Daddy. What do you know? I am a dad. This new chair technology is really customizable. The man tries face-sitting. He sits stunned for a few minutes, and a radiant smile fills his face. When he's done, he comes back to you. I think this might be the future of chairs. I keep saying that, and no one takes me seriously. You got some interesting kinks, Zoe. Granted, I think most kinks are your kink. I have to tell my chair forum friends all about it. I cannot thank you enough. The man leaves, still entranced by his new and exciting chair-related discovery. Guys, I think we did a good deed today. I don't know. We for sure unlocked something for him. It's just like they say. Sometimes it just takes a lie to make one man happy. Maybe he'll convince his wife to do it so they can stay together. Yes, a lie and some face. Yes, a lie and some face sitting. Zoe, I am the kink. Arrested, debatable. Fired, more likely. You gain +2 fun from all the face-sitting watching you did, but you lose 2 charm.
MVP.
Yeah, let's get some fun. On this side up here, though, I have, like, no charm. You sit down to play a really complicated European board game called Uno, apparently. You don't want to make a fool of yourself, so you pick up the manual and start reading. Days pass, seasons change, cities crumble, and are covered in sand. When you finish the manual, you find yourself alone in an empty post-apocalyptic wasteland. Just kidding, you fell asleep. But what you did get to read off the manual was +2 fun. You later find yourself with Zoe, Omen, and Nico, attending a miniature painting workshop. Time to get your art on, which I need to do some miniature painting at some point. Got some Death Guard to paint. And also figure out Space Marine stuff. From the stuff I got from the starter kit. And Tyranids. I already know what one color scheme I want to go with. I might have another I kind of want to try, but you know. Hello everyone. I'm excited. Hello everyone, I'm excited to create with you all today. Why don't we take turns showing off our unpainted minis first? If we must, I brought this. But that isn't a miniature, it's a figurine. This is a miniature painting workshop. I fail to see the distinction. Both are small statues, are they not? Plus, also, as someone who has seen Warhammer minis, and how big some of these Warhammer minis can get, looking at Imperial Knights especially, probably also some of the Tau mechs. Calling them minis is a stretch, I guess, but your figurine is already painted. Painting over the previous artist's work will destroy their art. Counterpoint, I believe that it will improve it. Wait until you see the fishnets I'm gonna paint on this thing. Your loins will surely tremble. But figurines are too big. You'll need to use more paint than the amount I'm allowing each of you to use for free. I mean, I could just let Omen use some of my paint. No, you can't share paint. Look, miss, if you can't follow the rules, I'm going to have to kick you out.
'Tis I, the undefeatable Omen.
Try it. I have laid waste to better warriors than you, puny man. You shan't survive a battle against the undefeatable Omen. But you are defeatable, right? Weren't you in prison for like a century because you were defeated? Or was that, like, by choice? I assume they're more powerful than this nerdy guy that only has a headshot and not a full body. Not now, Nico. I think it's safe to say that tensions are running high. You should de-escalate the situation before Omen gets kicked out of the workshop. Call the organizer's mother to see how she feels about her son being a gatekeeping jerk. How uncultured. Everyone knows that figurines are the fathers of miniatures. How do you think miniatures are made? This, I think, is going to be very funny, so... yeah. Yeah, like, literally metal with spikes and shadowy bits, like, who's probably towering over him. Yeah. Yeah, they repeat a lot of those headshots for random people when they can. What? No, that's not what it... No, that's not how it works at all.
Such is the way of the blade.
You are uneducated, young one. Let an experienced Ronin explain the miniature birds and the bees. See, your evil little knight here. I mean, technically, figurines are... I mean, some figurines are probably... They're, like, a lot of figurines are probably taller. Because they're kind of bigger. They're probably at least the size of my microphone. It isn't an evil knight. It's a paladin of chaos from the... it's a paladin of chaos from the Shadow Seas. Ugh. Yeah, no, that's an evil... That's an evil, edgy knight. He stares at you with his dull-like eyes. Okay, sorry, your paladin of chaos is clearly the child of... Omen, what character is your figurine again? No idea. Only bought her because she has big boobs. I call her Captain Boobs. I mean, fair. You do you, fair. Okay, well, your Paladin of Chaos is clearly the adorable love child of Captain Boobs. You're lying. No, I'm acting. That's what lying's called when you do it in character. Acting. Omen picks up Captain Boobs and starts moving her and speaking in a funny voice. Listen, my spawn. Listen, my spawn. I am indeed your father. I hope that one day you'll rule with me as the lord of these lands, despite your rebellious streaks. Nuh-uh, you're not my dad. You're a figurine, and dads suck anyway because they think painting minis is a stupid hobby. I mean, kind of fair. At the beginning of the month, I went to the Warhammer store to get the free mini of the month, and my dad tagged along. And by the time, so I technically got 2 of the minis of the month. And when he got home, he definitely called Warhammer stupid, which, like, dude, it's something your child is interested in. Even if they technically don't have any income. But, you know, free mini, so free mini. I was mistaken, my spawn. I said those things out of ignorance. Incapable as I was of seeing that your passion is as valid as any other. She's getting into character. But now I understand my error. I am proud of you, my spawn, and I always will be, no matter the size of the statues you paint. Feels more. Wow, that feels more supportive than my father times. They don't watch this, so I don't care. Wow, that means a lot. I love you, Dad. He makes Captain Boobs embrace the Paladin of Chaos while sobbing.
Stop this nonsense now.
Yes, yes, I love you too. Now let us seize this inspired pity party so that Owen may paint some scintillating fishnets on my luscious thighs. He allows it after he's sobbed his heart out. You paint some statues and gain 2 smarts, but you lose 2 charm. Like, there's not really a trade placement since it's the same people. Let's say, okay, 2 fictional characters. I'm very curious on how this will go, so I'm gonna, like, I know it doesn't really matter, I'm probably just gonna randomize, but, you know. But I want to see what I would technically be choosing for it, so I'm gonna say Conrad Kurz from Warhammer 40k, and, you know, I'm gonna say Yang Xiaolong from Ruby, because the other day was the fictional character's birthday, so why not? Player order is decided based on how much bottom energy the character has. I kind of wish I had people with me to debate this, because who has more bottom energy, Conrad Kurz or Yang Xiaolong? I kind of want to make this as a random ass poll on the channel later, though. I'm gonna say Conrad Kurz, because, yeah. I don't think Yang has that energy, so... Oh, no. People in the chat...
Anyone need hand sanitizer?
People in both the chat... People in both the live chat and the video stream chat, once it's done, comment below who do you think has the most bottom energy between both Conrad Kurz and Yang Xiaolong, and then also just name characters that you think have bottom energy. That'd be very funny. Oh yeah, we're going... Oh yeah. Yeah. As we've done a lot of April, partially because of me, partially because of Kyle, so we're gonna get some Doug. You and Doug have a great game night.
Did I win? Did I win?
You play a few friendly rounds of competitive tarot. How the fuck does that... Oh well. Doug gives you some interesting readings, including one that makes you hesitant to ever eat lettuce again. All of your readings for Doug involved in him kissing someone who looks suspiciously similar to you. You don't win any games, but let's be real, that wasn't your goal anyway. Hopefully there's a second date in your future.
Time to restore some stamina.
Yeah, you're gonna need that for later. Wink. Go out to dinner. Hey, look, you wear the Naruto outfit. You and Nico go out to a fancy restaurant.
Well, I usually eat on the go, but...
Nico arrives in full Naruto cosplay and explains that after dinner they're going to their Chunin exam. You decide to come along, mostly out of curiosity. It turns out the Chunin exam is a lot of Nico screaming and punching the air behind the restaurant. I have bits and piece knowledge of Naruto, so I don't know everything about the Chunin exam off the top of my head, how it goes, or how long it took in the anime, but I think it takes a long time, so good luck, Nico. You offer to be the exposition character in the stands, commenting on the match. You're supportive like that.
Brainstorming reanimates my brain.
The con is a whirlwind of activity and overstimulation, but somehow you find time to work on your comic. Time to brainstorm. What's the one life mistake that feels true to who you are? Eating yogurt that's too expired. Going too far in your search for inspiration for your isekai manga project. Making a type while writing sigils for an arcane ritual. Doing a backflip that's just too extreme. Probably this for inspiration.
Time to write my chronicles.
You are forced to fight to the death in the Colosseum. You can choose your opponent. Who do you choose? Anyone but Angron. The entire population of Portugal fighting in the dreaded and groovy conga line formation. Several dinosaurs. You feel like you can take them out, for sure. All your X's, forming an outputting X centipede. A horse. Horses are actually quite muscular, but let's be real. This is the most reasonable option here. I mean, debatable. If we also be very true, I don't have any X's. I haven't dated, so I'm just fighting the air. I've been knocked over. I've been bumped over by a horse, so, no. They're already dead, but, you know, if they get reanimated, that's not good. And, yeah. The sad one, pretty much.
Oh, I know just where to go.
Yeah, or good on creativity. Let's get some charm for Vicky. You find a portrait artist at the artist alley. Apparently he can accurately portray your soul. You've always wondered what your soul looks like. Buff, small and cute. Hey, maybe it's ginger haired. No, it's just you have a weird blue glow around you. But hey, that glow sure adds +2 charm to your looks. Afterwards, you're walking to the food trucks when you pass Doug carrying a boomerang, of all things. Well, I know how this goes because I've seen boss level, but, you know.
Hello.
Obviously, we'll see what we decide. Hey, Knight, what do you think of my new boomerang? It's, certainly a boomerang. Haha, it sure is. I freaking love this thing. Boomeranging is going to be my passion from now on. Why? Because boomerangs are so cool. You throw them, and they always come back to you. Watch, I'll show you. Doug throws the boomerang. It doesn't come back. Huh? I think I know what I did wrong. One sec. I mean, I don't even remember what options... Tara was the one that got Doug, right? I don't even remember what options she got, so... It is also funny that I'm playing Vicky while romancing Doug, when that has also happened. It's also kind of funny because, at least when I was like watching Jesse Cox do some of his like videos with other people for Monster Prom, he always chose he for the most part always chose Vicky, and this is the character that he voices. So circle or sort of poetry or whatever bullshit. Doug goes to retrieve his boomerang. Okay, let's try this again. Return to me, my friend. Darn it. It's fine. Third time's the charm. I can do this. More like 3 strikes and you're out. Is this boomerang broken or something? I know it's something to do with the wrist. It's the same thing with like yo-yos. I have no idea how the fuck yo-yos work. You can't watch Doug trudge back and forth to get the boomerang anymore. It's too sad. There must be an easier way to make it come back. Wrote, if found, please return to Doug on the boomerang. It'll mix the badassery of boomerangs with the wholesomeness of trusting people's kindness. This is the one I do remember now. That boss level did. Has he tried throwing it straight upwards? It's so much easier. I mean, it works.
Thinking.
Huh, sure, that makes sense. Way to flex your boomerang, Strats Knight. I'm the boomerang that doesn't come back. Let's give this one more try. Fly high, little guy. He somehow, like, hits a plane out of the sky. Doug throws the boomerang straight upwards and gets it stuck in a tree. Close enough. Crap. Do you think it's coming back anytime soon? Not unless someone gets it out of the tree, I imagine. Oh. Fine, I'll do it. Thanks, I owe you one. I don't have the strength to probably climb the tree. Or the whatever thing that or a few other stuff that, like, I don't usually try to climb trees, so yeah. You climb the tree, get in a few scraps and splinters in the process, and give the boomerang back to Doug. Also back to, like, kind of like, technically, at some point I do have to still get the other options that boss level does, so, you know. For completion. Yay! Reunited again. I think I know where I went wrong last time. I'm gonna give it another shot. Doug throws the boomerang up again, and hits you in the back of the head. Both you and the boomerang fall to the ground. Ouch. No, I've never fallen out of a tree. Or out of anything.
Whoa, that was so cool.
Look, Knight, it came back. Your plan worked. Knight? Glad I can be assistant. You throw up a shaky thumbs up. You can walk off this concussion, probably. It wouldn't be the first time. At least Doug's happy, and you gain 2 smarts for helping him and lose that 2 charm you just got.
Where haven't we been? Because I'm a completionist.
let's get some more fun on you. You attend a workshop at the Community Zone. A renowned hairstylist is teaching the top 5 anime hairstyles to hide your bald spot. Then they would still have a nervous system. It's fused together, but it's a nervous system. I don't know any monster off the top of my head that would be impervious to pain. Plus, also, you know, comedic stuff will usually have people still be able to feel pain. You fought the Sailor Moon Fringe. It looked good on you, but the Yu-Gi-Oh! Star Shape takes the cake. It needs a metric ton of hair gel, but it really brings out your features. That probably would be very funny to see a Ravi in that hairstyle. Man, you can't wait to be bald. You gain 2 fun and 1 amazing hairstyle. Then you get a text from Nico asking you to meet them at their hotel room. Apparently, they've got a big surprise to show you.
Yo!
Hey, Kylavi, I need a second opinion, and you've always got great ideas that never go wrong, so I figured I'd ask you. I'm entering the Cosplay Grand Prix. It's the biggest cosplay con at the con, so I gotta pull out all the stops to make the biggest impression. That's why I'm gonna debut this outfit there. You ready for this? Ha 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 ha! I'm the Joker, baby! Honestly, not bad. He's got a little cane. He's got like it's like a vampire Joker, which I forgot which Batman series it is. It's the one that has like Krusty being the puppet guy that the one that one villain has that uses. And I think Keith David is the Joker in that. I don't remember who it is off the top of my head. There's like a vampire special where Batman fights Dracula, and Joker does get turned into a vampire. So, vampire Joker does make some sense. Ugh, that looks great. You'll win the cash prize for sure. Heh. It's not about the money, Kylavi. It's about sending a message.
Nico, master of disguise.
The message that I'm the greatest cosplayer ever, of course. But the thing is, if you want to win the Grand Prix, you gotta nail the cosplay and the talent show portion of the contest. Yeah, that movie. So like, this version of the Joker looking kind of vampiric, based off the cane, makes me think of that. Granted, it's a very different hairstyle. For my act, I thought about blowing up a hospital, or killing a Robin, or diving into a vat of toxic waste. But the judges said those were all too psychopathic. God, what the fuck? Just send dead rats to your co-stars. That should totally go over well. I say sarcastically. Some people just don't understand the art of method cosplay. Anyway, do you have any talent act ideas that won't get me hurt or arrested? Yeah, pretty much. Like I said, it's not. I know it's not the Mark Hamill that became the vampire in the movie. If there's any if any versions of the Joker in the comics also became it, I I just didn't know about those. But yeah, and yeah, definitely that's like that list is definitely conveys a large amount of Jokers. I don't know if anyone said dead snakes. It was dead rats for Jared Leto. I don't know if he did dead snakes. A cathartic dance number about a cathartic dance number down a flight of stairs that makes people want to become you, despite you being a known murderer. Okay, that's the Phoenix what's-his-face Joker. The Joker is known for fighting the Batman, but Nico will have to make do with the next best thing you have. This bag full of actual bats. I don't want to imagine that, Ben. The rats were already bad enough, so, the snakes are just as bad. Yeah, and Leto also method acted very badly. It's not until we get to the last one where it really matters for stats, so I'll go with this one. Great idea. Everyone loves a dance number. But I'd better practice before the big day. You and Nico set out to find some stairs to practice on. Start the music, Kylavi. Here I go. Cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha. Worked is a strong word, Ben. Nico wipes out spectacularly and starts falling down the stairs. Ow, my head, ow, my butt, ow, my head, ow, my butt. No, you're the Joker. You're not the baseball from that one movie with the talking baseball and Babe Ruth's talking baseball bat. The fact that I remember that movie, how the fuck have I remembered that movie? I don't even know the name of that movie, but somehow I remember the movie and this line. I mainly remember this line because of seeing like the trailer a lot, I guess. But remember, Joker, not baseball. Nico. Ow, my head! Ow, my butt! Ow, my posterior cranial fossa! Your what? It's in the back of the head! Yeah, I haven't thought about that in a long time either, but, random memory being unlocked. No, the bag is the animal. I'm talking about a movie that has a line with a talking baseball that goes, my head, my butt, or something like that. But Kyle knows what I'm talking about. Then why didn't you just say, ow, my head? I was worried I was getting redundant. Nico falls for so long that Nico follows for so long that it goes from tragic to comical, to weirdly anatomical, to tragic again. When they finally stop falling, their cosplay is basically destroyed. Apparently these are the Snake Eater stairs. I'm still in a dream, Snake Eater. Yes, in the bag, technically it's the bag that Aravi had. We're talking about different things and we have mentioned that. Sad Nico. I'm so sorry, Nico. It sounds like a good idea at the time. It's okay. It's partially my fault. I should have played it safe and just walked down the stairs normally. I flew too close to the sun. But what are you gonna do about the cosplay Grand Prix? I don't think your costume is salvageable.
Exit. Pursued by bear.
Maybe not for me, but I know someone who can fix it. I gotta make a call. I'll keep ya posted. They run off. You gain 2 creativity for your theatrical idea, but lose 2 boldness.
Let's stick to the schedule.
I'm not worried about creativity with them. I'll get some more creativity with them. Yeah, what wonder you about those stairs, bro? Wonder about those stairs, bro. I don't know, Leo, have you ever seen the cover of We Didn't Start the Fire for Homestuck? It also has that line in it. So, yeah. I love how they were at least able to get the tempo right to say the line in the same tempo as We Didn't Start the Fire. You head to the front desk of the hotel to ask for an extra towel. They give you one. You're drunk with power, so you decide to test how many extra towels you can ask for before they tell you to stop. Say win. It's like the... I don't remember what show it is. With the Parmesan cheese thing. You managed to get 14 extra towels. Huh. What can you do with this many towels? You only needed 1. You decide to build a towel fort in your hotel room. You gain +2 creativity from such a magnificent architectural endeavor. Later, you go to your hotel room to charge your phone and find Doug and Zoe poring over a calendar together. At 6:30, you're hosting a writing workshop. Then you have the creators-only cocktail party at 8. Did you remember to schedule me an hour to cry in the shower and relive every dumb thing I've ever done? I need my me time. What are you two doing?
Oh, hi there.
Oh, hey. Doug's just going over my schedule with me for the weekend. When Liam Prom went viral, I volunteered to be Zoe's personal assistant. It's better than an AI that can go very yandere. Or even be programmed to be like Garfield. Actually, I want that Garfield one. That would be a lot better, I think. Or at least as good as you, Doug. Oh. I manage her schedule and moderate her social media, which gives her more time to focus on writing weird and wonderful fiction. I really appreciate the help, bud. I'd never get anything done without you. Anyway, it looks like we've got over everything. So are we good here? Not quite. We need to talk about your 6 on Sunday. You double booked yourself again. Oh no, you couldn't reschedule anything? No, sorry. I did my best, but you're gonna have to pick one. Damn. Can I have an hour in the shower to think it over? You can't help yourself. You peek at the schedule. Which appointment of the two will you suggest that Zoe keep? Appearing as a DJ at the Garfield rave, do it for Garfield. Her meeting with Doug to discuss her habitual double booking problem. I don't think we need to worry about this one. We gotta do it for Garfield. You're right, Knight. I can't pass that up. It's freaking Garfield. I've been super active in the fandom for years, but I still never thought I'd get to go to Garfield rave, much less headline it. I'm excited for you. I didn't even know you were a DJ. Oh no, I've never DJ'd. I've never DJ'd before. God, I could not get that right. What? Don't you think you should try it at least once before you go on? I can get Nadia to help with that. Nah, if I needed prior experience, they should have thought of that before they invited me. Cut to the rave, going down at an abandoned factory. You've been dancing to the light of orange and black striped glow sticks for what feels like your entire life. Woo! You fat cats having fun out there? You better not get lazy, cause we're going all day and all night, baby. What? A gin, like an actual ginger cat, or like a person with ginger hair that had like a Garfield like look? Because I also partially assume you're talking about the live action one. Maybe that animated one from last year, but I don't know shit about that one.
Fuck yeah!
And in doing so, we'll effectively skip Monday. Say it with me. Fuck Mondays. Kinda true. I don't remember any actual live action cats in the Garfield movie that looked really like Garfield, since they used an animated one in the live action movies. And then most of the other ones are animated, so they of course look like him, so. Oh, frick Mondays!
Not complaining, but
This place is crazy, Knight. Did you see those Odie cosplayers eating lasagna off a naked lady's body? Damn, why can't we get the art of that? You shake your head no, as you wipe marinara sauce off your chin. Apparently it got freaky and ate some lasagna off someone. Finally, a break! I need some air. Never thought I'd say this, but the last several hours have been more Garfield than I think I can handle. I gotta say, though, you really picked up on the whole DJ thing fast. I'm impressed. Thanks. I'm lucky this rave's been going for over 24 hours already. As long as whatever they're hearing sounds vaguely like music, the crowd's happy. This was definitely been the coolest, weirdest way you've ever appreciated Garfield the cat. You gain +2 fun and lose 2 smarts from raving.
Ah, my turn again.
And I'm going to be right back. I gotta use the restroom. BRB. Okay, I'm back. Let's get a little bit bold. Walking around the lobby, you see a kid tripping over and scratching his knees. Stupid kids, when will they learn? Still, you decide to take pity on him. You don't know how to comfort a character? You don't know how to comfort a child, so you just pat their head and say, "You have no enemies." You leave, proud of your words of wisdom. He doesn't stop crying, but you gain 2 boldness for how cool you looked inside your head. Omen and Doug are manning the first aid booth to fill their con volunteer hours. You and Nico decide to go visit them.
Paging Dr. Nico.
Thanks for letting me chill with you guys. Watching all this first aid is a great opportunity for me to practice my doctor character. Good. I'm just happy today's been slow. No medical emergencies in sight. Excuse me. Somebody help me. I'm having a medical emergency.
Shut up.
Oh, pipe down. You're fine. I'm literally holding my intestines in my hands. So, rub some dirt on it and walk it off. Is there a doctor here or what? I'm bleeding out over here. The on-site doctor is at the furry meetup on floor 3 right now. Because that part doesn't really add on to the actual this stuff. Me! I'm a doctor!
That doesn't really add up.
Aren't you just cosplaying one? Exactly! The fact that I'm cosplaying as a doctor just when this person needs one is probably fate telling me that I'm ready for my big role. Honestly, I mean, granted, he's in scrubs, so it still works. But I can feel it'd also be kind of funny if he had like Hawkeye's outfit from MASH that he cosplayed as. That could work with him. Nico, this guy is really hurt. He needs a real doctor. Doug, think about it. Is there really any difference between a doctor and someone who cosplays one really well? Yes, severely. An academic degree and years of training? This is Nico we're talking about. Logic isn't going to convince them. Do something to stop them from accidentally killing this guy before the real doctor comes back. Hard to tell, Leo. I think it's like a 50-50. In the US, maybe 40 or 30%. I don't know, the artist I follow, Bubs, has talked about MASH, so there's at least, and I would bet based off of random stuff they have said, they're close-ish around same age as me, so, you know, probably similar where they've had parents watch the show, and so you watch it, so yeah. Convince the injured person to cosplay as someone healthy, so Nico doesn't malpractice them to death. Only one thing stops TV doctors from doing their job. Relationship drama. Introduce a love interest, and will they, won't they plot to keep Nico too busy to commit manslaughter. Like, I think this is creativity and this is charm, so...
Well, that's my cue.
Alright, since there are no more conscientious objectors, I'm gonna prep for surgery. We'd better do this fast. Who's playing the love interest? Me. High school improv club. Don't fail me now. Yeah. Because Mashed had a good point. And people don't seem to listen. War sucks. Perfect. You'll be Dr. Doug, the sensitive cardiology surgeon with only one heart he can't fix. His own.
Oh, how dull.
That is boring. The love interest should at least be someone interesting. Like a badass ninja with an even more badass katana. You politely ignore Omen as you scribble Doug's script and send him out to dazzle Nico.
I'm Doug.
Good afternoon, Dr. Nico. It's me, Dr. Doug, your colleague and will they won't they friend of 8 years. How are you? Ah, Dr. Doug, it's always a relief to see your smiling face in these grim halls of the 41st millennium. Wait, what?
Can't save them all.
Why can't we save them all, Doctor? If we can't save them, how can we ever save ourselves? Lloyd? Wahaha! Cower in fear. The katana of the night has arrived. A ninja! Get me a scalpel, Dr. Doug. I'll give this darn villain a cardiovascular laceration not even you could stitch back together. You cannot defeat me. I have the power of the blade and anime on my side. Wait, what? Ha!
Huh?
Lloyd, please? What the fuck is going on here? Cries the real doctor, who's arrived still in his fursuit. Is that child bleeding out? Be quiet, sir. They're taking over the big love triangle thing. Be quiet, sir. You're talking over the big love triangle scene. Sadly, today's episode of Dr. Nico, Love in the Time of Ninjas, will be interrupted by this emergency surgery. But you will earn +2 creativity and -2 charm. And lose -2 charm. I honestly thought I would get charm from that, but... oh well. Time to see my sister's favorite character, who I can never tell looks a lot like Alistair, because she would fucking kill me. Come in! No wait, that's not it. Come in, come in. Pick a box, any box. I should probably do something where I try to get certain ones. Maybe at a different time. Yeah, let's do Major Arcana. The High Priestess. This item makes you hear an audience that acts quite erratically. Okay. I love the design though. Welcome back, Dollface. You know the drill. Choose blindly and choose wisely. You know what? Let's get some more of these taken care of. a strength. This item adds what this game always needed: subliminal messages. Pleasure doing business with you.
Art is so energizing.
Love is fickle, but at least you have your comic to rely on. Time to brainstorm. You are promised $1 million if you can endure one of these 4 excruciating activities. Are you willing to punch a bear and see what happens? Brush the hair of your worst nightmare. Fuck. Edit the script of your own death. Exercise temperature by playing Exercise temperance by playing 1,000 matches of an online video game with a voice chat. Hello, Yitas Dingus. I'll go with edit the script of your own death. God, our creativity.
Pen is mightier than the sword.
A lot of creativity here. You're having the best blind date ever, yet you're about to leave early. Why would you do such a thing? You gotta get back to your research as you think you're close to winning the Nobel Prize. You aren't. Your date smells bad. This date might be blind, but it surely isn't smell blind. You want to achieve a new speedrun record for blind dates. You're waiting for an origami book to be delivered, and you gotta be home to sign for it. You could be the next origami Michael Jordan. Maybe even the next origami Michael B. Jordan. Yeah, let's do this one. It's in line for Aravi.
Finally, my turn.
I kind of want to get more charm for Aravi, so I'm just gonna have to hope I don't need charm for Doug. Game postmortem Domino. You sit down to watch a postmortem discussion of the game Domino. I don't know who Derek Snow is, but good, I guess? You learn that the first iteration had no pieces at all, which made playing quite difficult. The 7th iteration added the crucial rule that forbids eating their own pieces. An hour later, you know more about Domino than anyone in your age group, which actually isn't hard, but still +2 smarts for you. Later, you're sitting around thinking about Doug, as y'all often do, at least in this run. What was up with his sudden boomerang fixation? Hopefully that hype has died by now. But you know you're on a secret route, so no.
Hey!
Oh, look, life tracked. I've watched the first season with the caveat on watch the first season, besides the fact of it being years ago, I watched it subbed. So if he's a voice actor in the dub, I don't know who he plays or anything else he does. The name sort of sounds familiar, but for the most part, I don't know the name Derek Snow off the top of my head. Also, granted, the same thing is also if you name a character in My Hero and I don't recognize it, it's also possible, just saying. I mean, like, you can say who they are and I might remember it, but I will warn you now. Mimic. Yeah, I don't know who a Mimic is in, My Hero. Even if they're in Season 1, I don't recognize that name. Hey, Knight, I'm glad I ran into you. Are you free right now? Yeah, why? Because I want to take you on a date.
What a twist!
To the annual SpookyCon meetup for boomerang enthusiasts. Fuck. Hey, canned audience, this is when you should be like, I don't know, saying something. Why is there a boomerang meetup at a con all about nerd culture? I mean, they could be all Sokka cosplayers. Have you thought about that? Have you thought about that? They could be Sokka cosplayers. The good Sokka. The original Sokka, not the live action one. Zzz. I wondered that myself. It seems weird since so many nerds are uncool and boomerangs are the pinnacle of coolness. I don't know if there's any other... There's probably some sort of anime character that also uses a boomerang. It just sounds like something that would happen with an anime character or a fighting game character. Sure, that's what you meant. Anyway, do you want to go with me? I get nervous around new people, so it'd be nice if I was there with someone I already like. Ugh, he's too cute to refuse. You follow him to the dumb boomerang meetup. I am probably going to need to get some more water soon because now it's just all I have in this jug is ice. So after we finish this, I'm going to get some more water. Yeah, I don't know what the Yakuza organization is. I only know really season 1, and that's it. I know snippets of everything else, but that's all I know. But that's cool. Still cool that you met him. Does Derek Snow do any... Is in any other anime? Granted, I asked that, but the thing is I might not even know these other animes or characters. So it can go many different ways.
Whoa!
Whoa, this is amazing! Laugh track. Whoa, this is amazing! I never thought I'd be in the presence of so many designer boomerangs. Neither did I, to be totally honest. I really hope these people like me. I'm only an amateur boomerang expert. They've got to be like experts. Actually, they all look as wide-eyed and wet-eared as Doug, throwing their boomerangs and doing the walk of shame to go retrieve them. They're not like the boomerang platypus hunter guy from Phineas and Ferb. I'm probably just gonna have to actually look up Derek Snow after stream because I haven't watched Angels of Death, so another I can't actually say on. Still, Doug clearly needs a confidence boost right now, so why don't you give him a tip on how to impress his fellow boomerang dorks? Intrusive by yelling "Boom! Orang!" Everyone loves a good catchphrase. Get another boomerang. Nobody else here has 2 boomerangs. Introduced by going, "Everybody, I have a bomb! Orang!" That's perfect. What would I do without you, Knight? Succeed? Not be able to hit your boomerang, I guess, sometimes? I don't know. Doug confidently marches up to a group of boomerang enthusiasts chatting around a table.
I'm Doug.
Hey everybody, my name's Doug. Boom! Orang. What did you just say? Don't be shy. Double down.
Yo.
I said boom! Orang. It's my catchphrase. But I don't know. Maybe it's too... It's hilarious. I only asked... Let's try... It's hilarious! I only asked you to repeat yourself because I couldn't believe I was witnessing such comedic genius. Totally, dude. It's clever because it's like boom from the explosions, which are cool, but then it's boomerang, which is cooler. Nothing gets past you, pal. Tell us more. We need more boomerang puns. Okay, let me think. Oh, sorry, I gotta take this call.
Oh.
Hi, Mom. You boomerang? Dude! He did it again! Yes, it's funny because it starts with boomer, as in boomerang. But then he emphasized rang because... Yeah, I think we all got it. Come here, Doug. You're one of us now. Wanna throw boomerangs together and brainstorm more puns?
Heck yeah.
I'd love to. Look, Knight, I'm officially a boomerang guy. You could have made a -2 fun choice, but you gain +2 creativity for helping Doug anyway.
Let's unlock some map locations.
Okay, I need to get some more water, so BRB. Okay, I'm back. I don't know if there's any others happened right then. Happened while I was gone. But yeah. I had a hot dog last week, so yeah, we need arm up for At the stands, you find a fanzine vendor. You ask her what her designs are about. They're about you, she replies. You open one of her fan signs. It's full of badly cropped pictures of you. You feel you should be disturbed, but you also feel flattered. You buy a copy. Dang, some of these pics you haven't even seen before. You're bowled over by your own +2 charm. You're staring at the bathroom. That gets spooky high. Debating on either removing your complex cosplay or pissing yourself, when Nico runs up to you.
It's me, Nico.
There's definitely a lot of different hot dog design images are using. Hey, Kalavi, I got a hold of my buddy Sasha. He said he's got time between his cosplay making workshops to fix my Joker costume. You should come with me to meet him, since this whole disaster is sorta your fault. Ha ha. Well, when they guilt trip you like that, how can you say no? You and Nico meet up with Sasha in the lobby. Okay, Nikki, let's see the damage. This was a Joker outfit? What the hell did you do to it? Let's just say mistakes were made. See, this was the hot dog one I was thinking was gonna happen, because yeah. Plus, also, it depends on which choice was made during the first round, so yeah. That much is obvious. I'm sorry, but I don't think there's anything I can do here. No, you have to fix it, Sasha. You have magic sewing fingers. And, like, so many arms. My magic fingers, and I appreciate that. But unless you want to cosplay a pile of dish rags, I'm afraid this costume is a lost cause. Damn it. Don't give up, Nico. You're still the best cosplayer at the con. Any of your other cosplays could win the grand prize. And look at all those hot dogs. Dress up as a hot dog. But I've worn those already. I gotta debut something new and fabulous if I even want to place. Well, would you like me to make you a new costume? It'd give me a time to practice my freehand sewing anyway. Another anime I haven't seen. You do that for me? Thank you, Sasha. Thank you. Nico picks Sasha up and twirls him around the room. Yeah, he just needs to get into character. I'm a pile of dish rags. I'm my date everything OC. A pile of dish rags. I kind of want to draw some, like, Date Everything OCs. Anyone know if there's any, like, Date Everything OC based off of, like, the pin cushions? Like, you know, the ones here or the ones that look like tomatoes? Put me down, you hooligan, and hold still. I need to measure your bust and inseam. I think Sasha's one of those kind of gender neutral names that, sure, a lot of us in the West see Sasha a lot as, like, used a lot with female characters, but I think if there were more like European, like Eastern European Russian, Sasha is used a lot of times there as, like, a more masculine name. I feel like I've seen that somewhere, so... I mean, think about it. Yuri is used as both a feminine and a masculine name. Some names are just more gender neutral. Sasha wraps their tape measure around Nico's chest, making them squirm ticklishly. Because his nips aren't... He doesn't have his nips covered. Hey, this is hot or whatever, but we still need to pick Nico's cosplay. Ah, crud, I'm blanking. What sort of cosplay do you think would win the contest, Kalavi? Oh, sweet, we got like so many. Oh, God. This is, God, so many choices. You should evoke the fond memory of one's first fictional love. And let's be honest, for many con goers, that'd be an over-sexualized video game character. I don't know what my first fictional love would be. I mean, as a child, probably it could possibly have been like Dawn or Misty. Or May. I kind of think I had, as a kid, I had a crush on Kari from Digimon. Bloom from Winx Club was also definitely, had a crush. Oh no, the hot dog, reverse gravity, hot dog flying. Possibly the Hawk Girl from Justice League cartoon. Yeah, hard to tell. People love morally gray anti-heroes. Why don't you raise the bar and go for no half measures, morally bankrupt supervillain? The complexity of the outfit is what matters most, and no aesthetic is more visually complicated than steampunk. Pancakes, it's always pancakes. Yeah, I figured that because we would see each outfit. So it also means I have to do... So I have to technically do this Nico ending 8 times? No, not even 8 times. Oh god, because I have to do each... Because I have to do each outfit, and assuming that the third event in the secret ending is different for each one, and there's 2... I have to do it like 16 times, I think? I don't know, in the future I'll might look at a guide, but for this one I'm just gonna go with hoping for the best. So I'm gonna do this one.
Now you're talking.
Ah, good idea. I remember my first video game love, Miss Pac-Man. I mean, because of like, you know, the mouth and eating, very similar to like the hinge of a mimic chest, so, you know, makes sense. Why? Have you seen her lipstick? She's a beaut. I was always jealous of Pac-Man for having such a gorgeous, loyal wife. That's not really what I meant by over-sexualized. But we can always make it over-sexualized. Rule 34 exists! Yes, over-sexualization implies a good deal of skin showing, and thus requires a body to show it on. Yeah, it makes sense. Ah, gotcha! Like Donkey Kong. I mean, it could... I mean, like, with Donkey Kong Bonanza, you can put that in the... You might get some traction there. No, definitely not. Why not? Let me... Put me in a big gorilla fursuit. Coward. Why not? His outfit is super revealing, and he has boobs for days. And cake. He has the cake. Nico, this is more in line with what I was talking about. You show Nico some pictures of video game babes in armor that should really be reclassified as bikinis. Oh, Yeah, okay, I'm with you now. I agree that this is a good direction to go in. I have limited time, so the less fabric I need, the better. What I mean with limited time makes sense.
Good call.
And the less fabric you use, the cheaper it is for me. You, Nico, and Sasha agree on a time to pick up Nico's sexy new cosplay, which you definitely had no horny ulterior motives for suggesting. I'm very curious, so hopefully we succeed so we can see it. You gain free charm for your choice, but you lose 1 boldness, 1 creativity, and 1 fun. Dang!
Oh, I know just where to go.
Wonder what, I don't know who like, I've heard of Legend of Dragoon, and it seems interesting, so I'll see what their design is sometime after stream. So I can't say good choice or not without knowing, you know. I'll just go get some more creativity. Since you have some time off, you decide to hone your drawing skills by drawing some fan arts. I mean, I'm trying to draw less of that, or not as much of that, so I can get into more original stuff, but, you know. Still, failing at it, but, you know. You draw Son Goku, but you give him boobs. What a creative reinterpretation. Then you draw Splash Kaboom with a twist. You add boobs and name it Splash Kaboobs. You're on a roll. Like, Splash Kaboom is like either a Sonic or Crash Bandicoot who knockoff. Forgot which. Still. The former for sure. Sonic, random Sonic OC with boobs for sure has been done. Crash, probably, based off the internet, yeah. Finally, you draw Misato from Evangelion. You turn her into a green-skinned biomechanical symbiote and make her blonde. And you also give her a second pair of boobs. I mean, daughter Goku, yeah. Dragon Ball Z's protagonist, daughter Goku, and her daughter Gohan, and other daughter Goten. You deserve +2 creativity for your successful boob storming. Later, you're in the hotel lobby, going to town on some vending machine snacks, when Zoe, Doug, and Nico spring in past you.
Oh, hi there.
Oops, Night saw us. Guess she's in on this too now. Come on. What's going on? We're hot on the trail of the greatest mystery of our time. What room is famous actor Chad Pritt staying in? You know what? I assume this is Brad Pitt knockoff because, you know, you just get rid of the R and one of the T's and you get Pitt, and then, you know, change Chad to Brad. Though it also feels like it works as a Chris Pratt knockoff because you just add an RIS, you switch the AD to an RIS and change the I to an A, you get that. Who knows? It could just be a combination of both or whatever. Our first clue was the room directory. book laying open on the front desk. It said, Chad Pritt. Chad Pritt, 7A.
You know, I think I cracked this case.
I deduced that was code for Chad Pritt is staying in room 7A. Case cracked. Before you could ask yourself, is this wrong? You reach Chad Pritt's room. The door hangs off its hinges. Red is splattered all over the walls and floor.
Nope, nope, absolutely not.
Huh. Ladies first, Zoe. I may be hard-boiled, but I'm still a gentleman at heart. Pussy. You and Zoe enter the room. The furniture is destroyed, there's blood everywhere, a live feed of the lobby security camera plays on the TV. If that wasn't enough, there's a full display of weird shit scattered everywhere. A conspiracy board full of pictures of people yelling, a mask that looks exactly like Chad Pritt's face, and a huge pile of orange Skittles in the sink.
Dang.
Look at these. It's only the orange ones. Just why? Yeah, everyone knows orange ones are like the fourth best ones.
Yo.
And there's also the blood. The blood is also weird. Nico was quiet. They're eyeing the orange Skittles, but it's hard to tell if they're weirded out or just hungry. You'd better figure out what happened before your friend eats the evidence. But where do you even start? Okay, if only the walls could talk. Actually, they probably can. There must be some weird spell out there for giving walls the gift of speech. Look up Chad's upcoming films. All of this clearly smells of method. Since we brought it up earlier about method acting with Jared Leto and Heath Ledger, ah, of course! I can now smell the sweet scent of method. I'd say this reeks more of murder, but what would I know? Okay, let me search for Chad Pritt on YouTube. Breaking news. Famous actor Chad Pritt has been connected to the disappearances of several guests at the Holiday Inn near the Spooky Convention Center. Gee, and Holiday Inn? Wow, we could have got something better. Look, those are the people from the pictures on that board. They must be the rest of the cast. Traces of blood have been found in the victims' rooms. The police believe that Pritt might have been surveilling the victims, making this a premeditated crime. They mentioned blood in the hotel rooms, just like here. Authorities recommend that anyone close to the area remain alert. The blood, the people in the pictures, Chad Pritt. Hey, Ben, let's not imagine that. That's a little disturbing. As much as we made the joke about it, because, you know, that's what he did, let's not actually joke about doing it ourselves. It all matches up. This is all a rehearsal for this movie. Breaking news, it does sound exciting. Do you think it'll have a romantic subplot? I am a sucker for those. And what about the orange Skittles? The trailer didn't say anything about them. I bet it's linked to a plot twist. Your friends keep casually discussing the movie, while you realize you indeed ignored the very clear police tape across the door. You decide not to mention this to avoid causing panic and keep your win. You lose 2 smarts, but you gain 2 creativity for always assuming method first.
Time to meet other NPCs.
And let's go a little bit more bold. You're at the lobby when some random person mistakes you for a friend of a friend he apparently has met twice in his life. You're too shy to correct him, so you hang together for a couple hours. It's when he's insisting to add you to a New Year's Eve party group chat that you finally gather the bravery needed to explain you are not who he believed you are. Instead, you are a bunch of flying hot dogs falling from the sky. Better late than never, I guess. Here, have 2 boldness. He still adds you to the group chat. Afterwards, you attend a meetup with fellow fans of Liam Prom, Zoe's famous fanfiction where everyone is Liam. Just Liam. Just Liam. Just Liam.
Doug! Rhymes with hug.
Hi everybody, I'm Doug, Liam Prom's official moderator. It's nice to meet you all. Zoe can't be here today because I forgot to tell her this was happening. But on the bright side, I brought Liam.
How passe.
I don't remember if I've seen this before or not. Maybe he's got the look down. It's a pleasure to be here, my dear peons. It is a great honor to meet you in the flesh, Liam. Thank you for being the glorious muse of our venerated author.
Hey!
Hey, that's not me. I'm me. Oh, right. So tell us, Liam, can you turn your rump into a horse's rump? And make hot dogs fall into the sky? What? No. You're thinking of Centaur, Liam. I guess. And he's just a character from Zoe's fanfic. You're right, he's... We need to get him out of the sun. We gotta put some aloe vera on him. He's red like a hot dog. That's a good one, Liam. God, sorry, Leo. That's a good one, Leo. I see. Can you still be ridden like a powerful stallion? Sexual innuendo? No. That'd be feasible if I were a centaur, but we've already established that I'm not. Oh, is Centaur Liam coming today? Crap, people are getting bored. What's something fun and memorable we can do with the fans? I didn't think this through.
How ironic.
We can all write poetry in iambic pentameter. So daring. What about you, Nico? Any ideas?
I am Liam!
Who is this Nico? I'm Liam, you rude. And I propose that we write poetry in big penthouses as well. Is that really what I sound like? Yes, that's how you sound, Liam. The fans are cultists. Or at least most of them are. Possibly. Looks like it's up to you, Kylavi. Propose an activity to do with the Liam Prom fans and save the vibes of this meetup. Good news, everyone! There's hot dogs! It's time to play Ask Liam a series of invasive personal questions. When in doubt, do drugs. I suggest opium. It's thematically appropriate because it's vintage and esoteric like Liam. That's fun. Or maybe both. I'm just gonna say some fun. So, let's do the questions. Wait, no. So, Liam, how big is your canonical cock? 350. 350.
Nope.
I'm not answering that. Let me check. Nico rummages around in their chest, presumably to find their own genitals among all those sexy, sexy teeth. And hot dogs. Okay, I don't have Liam's cock right now, but I could grow one. How long do you want it to be? 8 inches? 9? Make it the size of a hot dog? Dealer's choice. So Liam, what's the worst thing that ever happened to you? Probably the breakup with Joy. Or this panel right now. This panel right now is probably up there. This for sure. Haha, knew it. Ah, it pains me to discuss it, but the worst thing that ever happened to me was when I got turned into a vampire by eating an infected jelly donut.
Stop it.
That's not how I became a vampire. If you're going to impersonate me, at least do your research. Ooh, I've got a question that I've never laid awake at night wondering. I've got a question that I've never laid awake at night wondering about. Who is your best friend, Liam? Jean-Paul Sartre, when he was alive. Nowadays, it's Dom Perigano. Don't listen to that poser. My best friend is obviously you, Doug. You're the only one that can stand by insufferable hipsterism for more than half an hour.
Heck yeah.
Yeah! Psst. Liam, I wasn't paying attention before. How big did you say your cock was? You gain +2 smarts for learning so much about Liam, but you lose 2 fun for learning so much about Liam. Knew it. I'm okay with that. Okay, choose a food. We're gonna say Vicky's food is French fries and Ravi. I'm gonna say no, orange Skittles and hot dogs. Polling orders decide based on which food you would not serve to aliens as an intergalactic diplomacy meeting. I mean, you can't go wrong with a hot dog. Costco hot dog's great. Orange Skittles are okay, but I don't think they're anything groundbreaking. So again, it doesn't really matter because just me getting stuff. If
I should get some snacks.
good, they're at different tables. Okay, work, Spooky Con, friend group. Let's go for it.
It's not that bad.
Oh, work. The one ordeal I gotta go through if I want to keep those figurines coming. Don't I partially know it, because I'm still trying to get a job. Biohazard didn't work out, so I need an actual job. I mean, that's true. I mean, technically I still have to pay the Costco membership to be able to go to Costco. And then, get the hot dog. Yeah. I usually juggle a couple part-time jobs. Nothing fancy. And there's a few places I'm gonna try. I'm just trying to keep... I left a job that was destroying me mentally. So I'm having to be very specific about what job I want to do, so I don't pretty much lose myself. Also, because of the fact that, and also like because of how many places I have applied to in the past 7 months, I don't actually see any places actually hiring that I'm willing to go to. Such as? Well, for one, I'm a pizza delivery boy. Oh, we gotta do this one. We should have done this one. Oh, this is one to do with Sadie. if I had unlocked her.
Vroom vroom.
It's not the coolest job ever, but it's nice to feel the breeze in my face while surfing the streets on my moped. And sometimes I get free pizza.
Nice.
Wow, the perks are no joke. They aren't, no. It also feels a bit like playing a video game, you know? Psych Ward is putting it in a way that wouldn't get me demonetized. Ouch. Yeah, depending on what it is, and depending on the state, there is some willingness, but also, if, you know, it's not like the housing market is any better either, or the apartment market, because God, those prices for just a single. I gotta check the map and then do my best speed run. So, are you winning that pizza delivery? Is there a promotion in your future, or...
Oh, jeez.
Gosh, I hope not. Huh, didn't see that one coming. Why? I don't want more responsibilities. I don't react well to added pressure. This one day, my manager had an emergency and asked me to cover for her. It was horrible.
Sorry.
I know. Poor Doug. I literally live in fear that one day the company will decide to promote me. Yeah, like, I like, obviously don't say what state you're in, Ben, for, you know, internet privacy and whatever. Here, but, like, assuming that you're, but it's very obvious you're not in Alabama, and I don't think anyone wants to move to Alabama. Also, he pulled the knife out of his head. I just noticed. No, I like these small jobs. I have no interest in high positions or big careers, Knight. Same, depending on what it is. If it was more artistic, I'm willing to, you know, work my way up to those jobs. But for something more retail, hell no. I just want a job that pays well enough that I can indulge in my hobbies, and hopefully one that gives me enough free time to enjoy them. Same, that is kind of also the thing. Because there are jobs, like the job my sister has, where she has to work 3 to 4 days a week, depending, it's where it alternates, but she has to pretty much work 12 hours a day. Sure, she gets 3 to 4 days off a week to compensate, but I do not think I can handle a 12-hour job unless it was something more artistic and actually light.
Good idea.
Huh. You know what, Doug? That's super valid. Agree. Don't let people tell you you have to do a job that makes you want to kill yourself. Should I probably have censored that? You talk for a long time and feel that you get each other on a much deeper level.
Charisma's pretty high. Do I get a discount?
I mean, your charm is your second highest stat, so. Their dream job, the spooky con. Let's do their dream job. Because we're on the job night, it seems. Dream job? Huh. I do have these reoccurring dreams in which I'm a hot dog pilot. Ha! See? Hot dog! Perfect choice. I do have these reoccurring dreams in which I am a hot dog pilot, but I still can't figure out what my exact responsibilities are. No, silly. I mean like your career. The job you dream of having.
Yeah, I think I'll pass.
I don't have one of those. I just want a job that can pay for my hobbies and passions. God, this is like so fucking true. We just want that. I've made money every now and then with an acting gig, or thanks to my cosplay page, but it isn't my main goal, really. I just want to make money from doing art in YouTube. I'm at least in a safe space that allows me to do that while I'm still technically trying to find an actual job, but still. Total respect to professional actors and cosplayers, but me personally, I prefer to keep those as hobbies, not jobs.
Smart.
You know what? Valid. Then, what's this job that pays for your hobbies? Aw. Well, I've been a telemarketer for some months, but I think I'm on thin ice. Sad face. Yeah, I don't think they like that I come to work in cosplay and respond to the calls in character. That sounds just so much interesting than normal, call center workers. They're so the combination of either boring or unhelpful. So, this is maybe not helpful, but at the very least more interesting.
Nico, professional amateur cosplayer.
Apparently, going off script is a bad thing, but my soul speaks in improv. For what it's worth, I'd love it if I called customer service and got attended by a jaded Ronin or foul-mouthed cowboy. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, now it's mostly odd jobs here and there. Sometimes I find ads for mimic and slime replacements to populate a dungeon. I mean, you can just make up characters. Or make up characters that are just very similar. But, totally original OCs don't steal.
Sounds legit.
The conditions aren't great, but you can keep some of the loot. Gig economy, am I right? Completely, but if I get to pay for my cosplay, my photo sessions, and all the rest, then I'm good. And I feel like I'm... Sorry. Nose is stuffing up a little bit. Just don't get slain, okay? Aravi, you're the dungeon diver. So, you're the one that have to also recognize that. You asked Nico to share more stories from doing gigs at a dungeon. Man, that job is not safe. But you do get a good laugh, so that's good.
Draw your weapon.
And all of a sudden, it's time for the last brainstorming session for your comic. Where did the time go? Trying to date your class... Well, you're trying to date some nerd friends. Okay, the muse is whispering in your ear, telling you forbidden secrets that are now within your reach. What do you wish for her to whisper? The solution to Erda's Fabres Los's conjecture, a math problem that has yet to be solved. How the fuck has that happened? A previously unheard of 8th deadly sin that's deadlier than the other 7 combined. Inspiration to write the much needed sequel to Cars Free. The winning lottery numbers. Right now, I would say the winning lottery numbers. I'd take the inspiration to write, but I don't want to write the sequel to Cars Free. Though it would be funny to write the sequel for Cars 4, because the person that helped write Cars Free went to the same university I did. So that'd be very funny. But, actually, now that I think about that, because of how funny that is, let's do that.
Time for a break
It's taken you many years, but you finally decided on what you want tattooed in your chest. I mean, don't you mean... I think that's on. Kekek's tiger, representing all things badass. Paul Ardotis, Ifan Terrible of Mathematics, author of many unsolved math conjures. I think that relates to the other question we just had. A butterfly that, for once, doesn't adhere to beauty standards. All the hottest people you know, meshed into one superior life form. I'll go with the tiger. Yeah, let's get some charm just in case. Walking around the merch hall, you notice a stand full of retro toys. Hey, some of these you remember from your childhood. Actually, you remember all of them. Did this guy raid your parents' house? You buy them all just in case. Life was full of charm back then, before reality made you a cynic. You might be too old for these toys today, but you can still siphon 2 charm from the memories. Afterwards, you get a text from Doug, inviting you to an arcade. You're thrilled until you realize it won't be just the 2 of you.
Oh, hi there.
Hey, Knight. Yeah, Knight's here. You remember my boomerang friends, right? They've officially accepted me into their boomerang gang. Sup, noob? I'm sure you can boomerang, but can you boomerang? You gotta be at least level 5 boomeranger to chill with our gang. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but boomerangs aren't my thing. Oh. Hey, Doug, why the fuck did you invite this square? Let it go, dude. Once Doug's friend sees the awesome power of our boomerangs wield, she will be dying to be as cool as us. Sure. So, what game should we play first? I'm a big fan of skee-ball. That doesn't involve boomerangs. If we're not gonna play with our boomerangs, what the hell are we doing here? I mean, skee-ball and boomeranging is, stuff with wrists.
Yo.
Oh, I was actually suggesting we play skee-ball with our boomerangs. It's good target practice. Oh, hell yeah! I'm going first! They throw their boomerang, completely miss the skee-ball machine, and hit a child in the back of the head. I meant to do that! Not bad, but I bet I could trip the kid across the knees with my return throw. Watch and learn. Wait, let our new boomer bro take a shot. Think you can handle it, big guy? Yeah, of course. I can handle it. Everybody watch me assault this innocent child. God, these guys suck total ass. But Doug's too blinded by his desire to be cool to see it himself. That means you need to save him. Prove to Doug that he doesn't need to be a boomerang gang to be cool. Okay. I'm gonna have to... I have no idea what the stats are off the top of my head, so this is gonna go either good or bad. Okay, make him realize the boomerang gang are shitty, fake friends. Tell them Doug is moving and needs some help if they're not too busy. I think that might be charm. Put an end to this nonsense by calling the cops. Boomerified are classified as a deadly weapon. I mean, this is not fun. This sounds smarts. I'm going to try the top and hope for the best. Oh, I guess I have no idea what the... I have no idea what the bottom one was. But if it was higher than charm, or my charm and smarts were just so low that doesn't matter. Oh well. Say, Doug, you're moving tomorrow, right? Do you think your new friends here can help us load up your stuff?
Huh?
Wait, I'm moving? I had no idea. I really need to get a planner or something. Just not a one that becomes a yandere. Well, can any of you help? Sounds boring, but I guess that's what Boomerang Gang friends are for. We'll help. Oof, that it failed, but you know, they're helping. Well, that backfired. Not only because they didn't act like assholes, but because now you actually have to help Doug move tomorrow.
Hey!
Thank you all for coming. I've got some boxes packed that we can carry to the moving van. You want us to carry them? No way. I could injure my throwing arm and have to give up the boomerang for life. We just gotta get creative. Watch, I'll tape the tableware box to my boomerang and throw it into the truck. Don't know how the fuck that would work, cause, you know. They attempt this maneuver, and long story short, Doug's gonna need new plates. I don't think that was the smartest idea you've ever had. Yeah, the logic wasn't all there, bro. Let's try it again with 2 boomerangs. The Boomerang Gang tries moving more of Doug's boxes by taping them to boomerangs. It goes as well as everybody with a half a brain can expect it to. Haha, this is fun. I'll bet someone $5 I can hit Doug's fridge with my boomerang from across the street. I don't feel like that's very productive. Why not? Boomeranging is always productive. Doug, why do you still hang around this boomerang hater? That's a good question. You'd better go, Knight. I need to focus on boomeranging my fridge. Half of Doug's stuff is destroyed, he's still friends with those douchebags, and sooner or later you gotta tell him he doesn't actually have a new apartment to move into. All things considered, this wasn't your best idea. You lose 2 charm. I have no idea what stat I needed.
Look at that artifact. Can I have it?
You know what? Let's... I think I'd be able to tell if it's... I mean, if the last 2 are both boldness and fun, then I'm fucking screwed, but... Let's do creativity. You're chilling at the hotel room with nothing to do, looking around for cheap entertainment. You notice April's purse hanging from a chair, who you haven't seen since day 1. Will you dare violate the sanctity of an idol's purse? Of course you will. You grab the purse, open it, and... Oh no. No, wait. This is too horrible to describe. There's so many hot dogs in there. Oh no, I described it. Don't count me on me to utter those words. Oh no, I said them. Have 2 creativity and go imagine it on your own. I'm out. I gotta use the restroom again. BRB. Okay, I'm back, and let's hopefully get the secret ending. Afterwards, you're sipping some water when you see something hot enough to make you do a spit take. Nico in their new cosplay. And look at all those hot dogs.
I'm Nico. Or am I?
I think I've seen this image. I don't remember if I've seen it on a different route or just seen it online. Not bad, Morgana cosplay. That is true. There you are, Kalavi. What do you think? Am I sexy enough? You can't answer, but your nosebleed speaks for itself. I gotta say, I'm loving all this braise on my skin. My nipples have never been harder. Don't clip that. Really? I'd have thought you'd be used to having your nipples exposed. Also, they're not exposed right now. They're literally covered. These are covered. Maybe on a regular basis, but not while I'm cosplaying. I feel more naked than when I really am naked. Is this how regular people feel when they go dong out in public? I don't know. I wouldn't know. Press X to up. Anyway, I didn't just come here to show off. I need your help deciding what my act should be for the talent portion of the Cosplay Grand Prix. I'm flattered, but are you sure you want my help after what happened last time? Yep, I still trust you wholeheartedly, even though you've given me no reason to do so. I assume it's because I'm developing feelings for you, so don't fuck this up. You are? Well, yeah, wasn't it obvious? I'm sharing my love of cosplay with you. That's basically second base for me. So, do you have any ideas for what my talent act could be? We have all the time in the world to think of something. Assuming all the time in the world is less than 24 hours, because that's when the contest starts. Time for the essence. What talent should Nico perform to win the Grand Prix? They should cause hot dogs to float up into the sky. Okay, over-sexualized video game characters tend to wield weirdly phallic weapons, disrupt the industry by building the most vaginal, valvistic, pussylicious weapon ever. I assume this is creativity, if not charm. Okay, over-sexualized video game characters fly or die depending on the quality of boob jiggle physics. Study them so Nico can master peck jiggling. I assume this is charm, because this is about it, a lot of it. I assume this is creativity because of building. The hot dog keeps showing up. So, we're just gonna hope it's...
Ooh, smart.
Yep, I knew it. We got creativity so high. If charm was higher, then it would be so... Would love to have figured out how the other one would have worked with charm, because I can see that being very funny. Oh, sexy and progressive. Let's do it. You spend the rest of the day helping Nico craft their weapon. It's so impressive that the Cosplay Grand Prix judge asks Nico to show it in action and prove the weapon's validity. Cue an impromptu cosplay brawl.
I will punish you.
You'll never defeat me, you bastard. I've got, don't clip this, pussy power on my side. And hot dogs. What kind of weapon is that? It looks like, you know, a vagina. Just say it, prode. And say it like Gilbert Godfrey. If you know, you know. Okay, sorry, it's just What does it even do? Why does it need to do anything? Vaginas are strong and majestic, just as they are. They're a symbol of fertility, a fleshy portal between life and unlife, and people like you who demand more than that are part of the problem. This stream is gonna be so fucking demonetized. Okay, jeez, I didn't mean to. JK, it also has a flamethrower in it, but now I can get you while your guard's down. Interesting. Nico's weapon spews fire out of its moist, gaping. Oh god. Moist is one of the words that my sister hates the most. And then we also got gaping. God. Oh damn it. The other cosplayer shrieks as they slowly burn to death. Now that was amazing. I didn't know vaginas could spit fire. Me neither. I'm gonna have to try it with mine when I get home. Everyone applauds Nico's bravery to speak to the feminist values of something. Well, good for them nonetheless. Yeah, it's also a gun. It's the 18+ version of Ruby. They win the contest by a landslide, and it's all thanks to you and your raging libido. You gain +2 creativity. I don't think Kyle's here anymore, so we can't really make much jokes. Go here. Soft or hard magic system. World building choices when starting your magical girl story. You decide to attend a panel on the merits of soft versus hard magic systems in magical girl fiction. After getting the required dick jokes out of the way, you basically learn a lot of valuable info about world building mechanics. You gain 2 smarts from all that knowledge and from learning so many new dick jokes. Excluding the dick jokes, I would love to go to a panel about magic systems and creating them. Could be informative. Later, you're finally spending some one-on-one time with Doug for some reason in the merch hall, and it's going great, except for one thing. Everyone is so friend-shaped. You've got no idea if this is a date or not. Hey, Knight, check out this giant slushie. I got us 2 straws so we can drink it together. You're still probably going to fail, but oh well. Enjoy this while it lasts. Like, that's pretty date-like, right? And I also got a 3rd straw because this guy was behind me in the queue and I didn't want him to feel left out, so I said he could join us. Sup? I'm Mossy Damien. Not date-like. Later, the crowds in the merch hall are getting busy and you nearly trip. Doug turns to offer his arm.
Huh.
Are you okay? Do you want to hold on so we don't get separated? Date-like. But then someone from the crowd speaks up. I'm worried about getting lost in this crowd too. And me. Plus my foam tail keeps getting crushed. That's okay. You can take Knight's other arm and we'll all form a chain to get through the crowd safely. It's sweet that Doug is nice to everyone, but a sweaty stranger hanging off your arm doesn't help you figure out how he feels about you specifically. But based off how the secret ending went, you do know. You know he likes you, but Doug likes everyone. You need to know if he likes you. There's got to be a saucy con activity you can do together that will let you find out how he really feels. Ask him to help you choose a Dakimakura. It's the nerdy version of lingerie shopping. Ask him to skinny dip in the con ball pit for you. Well, DashCon 2 happened like a month or so ago, and it had the ball pit returned, so...
What?
What? No way could I do something like that. Why not? Well, what about all the people around? Come on, nobody actually uses the ball pit. It'll be empty. Except for that version of Springtrap. The one that's able to go through time. He'll be there. In a way, yeah. He's like Blobbert if he wasn't forgotten. Okay, but what if we get caught? Wouldn't we get in trouble? The risk is part of the fun. But isn't skinny dipping together kind of intimate? Yeah, it is. But I don't mind if you don't. You know what? Let's be wild. Let's do it. You make your way to the ball pit, then strip down and jump in. In a way, that's actually kind of gross because, you know, the balls in general. Haha! Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're really doing this. You have tons of fun messing about and splashing the balls at each other. But eventually you just float on your back, side by side, gazing up at the convention center ceiling. I mean, there is also in Twisted Metal, which... No, that's the end of October. But Twisted Metal had a sex scene in a ball pit. So, you know.
Whoa, so cool.
I always thought cool stuff like this only happened to other people. But here I am. Here you are. Thank you for convincing me, Knight. I'm really glad I'm here in this ball pit with you. You float in blissful silence together for a while longer until a security guard comes by and kicks you out for being naked. Worth it. You gain 2 fun and lose 2 charm. God, this charm is low.
Step aside, nerds.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get some more fun. You decide to attend a roundtable on roundtables. What a fascinating subject. You discuss the various circumferences of tables, rank building materials, and talk about famous knights that have sat around round tables of old. You also talk plenty of shit about hot dogs, square, and rectangle tables. Fuck the right angles. You gain 2 fun because circles are the most hilarious shape, am I right? Eh, maybe. Later, you're sharing a meal with Nico at a nearby restaurant. You're eating hot dogs together. Like it's a pokey stick. Or the spaghetti from, Lady and the Tramp. What could be more romantic than a candlelit meal... What can be more romantic than a candlelit hot dog meal for 2? While he's dressed as Gandalf. Ah, this mana-filled margarita titillates my magical palate. My spell slots are fully replenished. Okay, now I have to do my best Squidward impression. I'm fully charged. If you know, you know. Well, maybe it'd be more romantic if they weren't cosplaying right now. But hey, Nico wouldn't be Nico if they weren't wearing cosplay. Fuck, sorry, I got distracted by the thought of Nico not wearing cosplay. Or anything else. Wink. Wait, I don't have eyes! How can I wink? I don't have eyes! So, Kalavi, where shall our adventure take us next? Perhaps to the tailor. I'm overdue for a new robe. Maybe, but I was wondering if we could do something more intimate. Apparently Aravi learned how to get game after Monster Camp. Oh, I see what you mean. You want to swap backstories. Mine is long, since wizardry is older than time itself. But I'll start at the beginning, when my mother and father felt their first lusty urge towards... technically, Aravi would be down for swapping backstories, but, you know. No, I don't want to hear about your parents' lusty urges. At the moment. Alright, I'm so sorry. How about we do something totally unsexually to get it off your mind?
Oh, I got a spell just for that.
I know. Let's take the wizard's vow of celibacy to strengthen our magical bonds. Our promise to stay virgins until we're 30, so we can be true wizards. If you know, you know. Alakazam, Celibacy rocks. Abraca, don't look at my cock. Abraca, don't fuck you. that was a good one I came up with. No, you Abraca do want to see Nico's cock. Or pussy. Or further tongue. Whatever they got going on down there. You Abraca do want to fuck them. Getting them to break character is out of the question, but surely wizards do sexy things too. How can you bring this encounter to the next level? Wizard challenge, can they use their magic staff to make your clothes disappear? Play White Wizard, the fantasy version of playing Doctor. Nico will use their magic to tend to your wounds. Wink. We're kind of having themed with having how they are, so let's go with the top one.
Now you're talking.
A wizard challenge! I accept! Nico leads you back to their hotel room. You silently thank yourself for saving your last good pair of underwear for today. Behold, the place where I cast my most enchanting spells! And hot dogs! Play on the summoning circle, and we'll see what my magic staff can make rise! Nico uses their staff to remove your clothes. You surrender yourself to the moment, listening to them recite their weirdly sexual rhymes.
Hocus pocus.
Ta-da! Now for my next trick, I'll cast a spell on myself, too. Yes, please. Bam! Well, you look really nice, but I've also seen you like this plenty of times. True, and I feel less wizardy without my costume. I'm sure you're still packing some magic. Why don't you show me your fireballs, wink? Oh, right! Just fireball! And hot dogs. Nico reaches into their chest and pulls out a handful of cloth balls soaked in gasoline. I completely forgot I made this prop. Check it out. Nico lights the fireball aflame. They're very flammable. Things are heating up in here. By which I mean the room caught on fire and they had to evacuate the entire hotel. I'm starting to think the fireball stunt isn't safe enough to work. Yeah, I was kinda, talking about your actual balls. Or whatever you have down there. Wait, you meant... Oh, sorry for the misunderstanding. I'll get it right next time. Sorry, we had to rush out of here completely naked. Loving that there's a next time. You gain 2 smarts and lose for rising to the wizard challenge and lose 2 fun that you just got. Okay. We know... We failed with Doug, but oh well, we'll see how it goes. God, that's a bad charm. Yep. Oh yeah, and the comic. Finally, the art gang gathers around to put all the pieces of your greatest masterpiece together. Time to see the fruits of your labor. Wanda's Big Trip. I don't know who this Wanda character is. They look fun though. Wanda's Big Trip is a brain-melting comic in which we follow a character's journey through the cosmic limits of the mind and beyond. Wanda will initiate the titular transformative trip when she goes too far in her search for inspiration for her isekai manga project. I mean, there's never been as far as I know, there hasn't been like a space fantasy isekai. So, you know, as long as you're not being isekai'd into Warhammer, you should be fine. But she won't be alone. She'll find an unexpected guide and mentor in Error, an entity that might not even be real. And I need more water because... Oh, that's their name? I guess I didn't know that was their name. Looking at it, yeah, I recognize it now. There's some differences, but yeah, for the most part, yeah, I recognize them. Together they... Sorry, my throat. Together they... Oh, good thing we're almost done. Together they... Together, they will traverse the astral territories of the subconscious and meet its many strange inhabitants, such as all Wanda's exes, forming an off-putting X-centipede. It won't be an easy journey, for they will face all kinds of metaphorical obstacles, like editing the script of her own death. But Wanda will persevere, for she has a grand motivation that fuels her. She wants to achieve a new speedrun record for conquering a trip. In the end, she might be looking for a way back home, but she will find something much more transcendental. Inspiration to write the much-needed sequel to Cars Free. Cars 4 in space. Oh, it's just a little guy. And he's friend-shaped. Oh, magical girl transformation. Into a tiger. I think this last panel changes because I chose the tiger for the one thing. Okay, time to see the failure and the success. You finally gather your courage and ask your favorite sexy slime to go to the con after party with you. You want to be my date to the party?
Heck yeah!
Yes. How did we succeed? I don't know. I guess our stats are correct to be able to still succeed, but we failed the secret ending. I mean, that sounds cool.
You see the inner me.
Is there anyone you can't charm? Apparently... The after party was lit. Like, I got an achievement for somehow, I assume it means getting a date and having low charm. So somehow winning the date with one charm. Weird. Doug had more to drink than he's used to, and he wound up tearing up the dance floor. It turns out he's a solid dancer when he's not paralyzed by stage fright. Well, we definitely had relationship points. Nice. And creativity is really high, so yeah. And as it turns out, the same is true for him in the bedroom. Hubba. You finally gather your courage and ask your favorite over-sexualized mimic to go to the con after party with you.
Now you're talking.
Of course, I'll go to the party with you. It's the least I could do. Without you, I never would have won the cosplay Grand Prix. Yeah, I did have some pretty good ideas, like get your nipples out. Ha, you know it. Free the Nip 2025. And hey, if you like my nipples so much, maybe I can show them to you later. Wink. You can clearly see their nipples right now, but you are not going to complain about the subtext of that offer.
You know, it would be in character to kiss you.
I assume there's going to be a few different versions of this depending on the different cosplay. So, 1 down, 4 more to go. 1 down, 3 more to go, plus the alternate ones for... God, this is going to be a long... There's so many endings here. The party was great, but the sex afterwards was even greater. It turns out, it's very easy for Nico to get in the over-sexualized character mindset with the right encouragement. And you were certainly encouraging. Before we knew it, the con had ended. It was just 4 days, but we could swear it felt like an entire lifetime. All sorts of misadventures took place, entire friendships blossomed, and we ourselves changed as people. The idea of going back to our day-to-day lives made us feel a bit disoriented. Promises were made of not growing apart, of meeting again soon. Still, we would lie if we said we didn't feel a bit sad to leave all that behind. But as each of us went our own way, we realized that wherever we went, these people would be there with us. And with that came a truth that to this day we hold close to our hearts. That no matter where we are, we belong. It's a thought that still gives us warmth, that makes us feel, once again, young and unafraid. And it reminds us that even as years go by, we will always be ready to start.
When you stream, you would not believe what you have to
Still surprising that we actually, at least got a normal ending with Doug.
It won't happen with me. We were meant to trust each other.
Oh yeah, but we have to still, we got to just everything we're gonna need to do to get the completion. Yeah, but yeah, it means that we have to do. We have to do more streams in general. Anyway, it means that we just have to just do some more ones where we have probably full party, even if it's not just at least just doing 4 players, even though it's just probably be me. If possible, of course, we will still want to do more with Kyle, the rest of boss level, and any other one else we can possibly get. I still don't know how the actual song goes because I just used the streamer version. Yep. We got 3 hours of streaming done. I assume some people have already dropped off. But yeah, we're hoping to do some more streams these next couple of days. Honestly, want to also try to get... We're also hoping just to try to get more streams in general while we are looking for a job, so we can get to monetization. You unlocked 3 new plot lines. Good, we unlocked more stuff. New outfit for Doug. Let's see what this new outfit is. Okay. Is it this one? Pretty normal. Huh. Not really that much of a new costume. Yeah. But yeah, that was technically successful because, we got it. Technically it still helps with completion by, messing up. That honestly might be a stream just in the future where it's called the mess up stream, where we doing all the mess ups for like secret endings. But of course, with the game ending, we're ending the stream here. Thank you all for joining us tonight. I assume some people are probably going to have to rewatch this in like the morning because of time zones and stuff. But thank you all who did join in, for as long as you did also. And if you liked what you saw, then leave a like and subscribe to join our growing little Arcane town to be in the know for future videos, updates, and streams, because, you know, we still have more MonsterCon to complete. But anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.